I'm in my zone. I woke up today, feeling brand new, nothing in my way. Sun gon' shine, yeah, it's here to stay. And I'm gonna say what I need to say. Hey, I'm feeling free. Everybody watch, I'm doing me. Go ahead and look, cause you gon' see that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing me, yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. I'm in my zone. I'm in my zone. I'm doing me, yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I woke up today, feeling brand new, nothing in my way. Sun gon' shine, yeah, it's here to stay. And I'm gonna say what I need to say. Hey, I'm feeling free. Everybody watch, I'm doing me. Go ahead and look, cause you gon' see that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. I'm in my zone.
I've been talking in my sleep. I'm running deep, training till dusk. I've been playing hard to beat. I feel the heat, it's never enough. I was waiting till the sky had fallen. Had my back till I couldn't my calling. To the bottom, feel me in the drumming. To the flames, we're champions to rise. The arena, destiny is calling. Like the fire, victory is rising.
Well, first of all, Josh, we're back. We're back, and we love it.
Yeah.
Finally, we're back into the lives after the games. It was a long road trip as we wait for people to join the stream. Hello, everyone. Massive trade, and we're going to talk about it. So,
Yeah.
we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Trade, the game, a lot of stuff. We almost saw a Sidney Crosby and goalie fight tonight, which would have been just amazing. But
Yeah.
Josh, quick thing you want to say or anything like that?
Maybe the first game with 60 minutes worth of consistency.
Welcome to the show.
It's Crosby. Crosby on Kunitz and shot. Penguins win it!
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
We're a collective.
What a game. Absolutely. Yeah, Ethan, he kind of nailed it. What a game. The Penguins did play 60 minutes in a 3-0 shutout win for the Pittsburgh Penguins against the Nashville Predators. Josh, 60 minutes.
Yep.
They look good.
Yeah, it was
that's
refreshing. It was refreshing. Sorry, I think there is a little bit of a delay here. So sorry, you were still talking when you pointed.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was refreshing. It was high pace, high energy. They looked good. I mean, we'll get into the details of the trade, but Desharnais was, using all 6'7" of them out there, just laying
a lot
wood.
bigger than I thought he was. Yeah.
Yeah. Imama, I'd like his addition, just, running into guys. If that's all he's out there to do, that's fine by me.
Love
it's
it.
something that we've lacked for years. So, I mean, big night all the way around. I mean, coming into it, first home game after the road playoff, the road trip, and then you automatically have it's Patrick Hornquist bobblehead night, right? And
That is
Patrick
correct.
Hornquist is there in attendance. He gets a standing ovation, a huge eruption, as he should, well deserved. And we just played great all game. Ned looked super confident, super
100%.
poised, I guess we should say.
Yeah. He was
looked like he was in
the game.
Yes, he was in the zone. Had a few what do you do in Ned moments, but
Sure.
I mean, I think we could kind of chalk those up to a habit now. They're just going to occur. And then we could break down the game even further. But Brian Rusk with that empty netter, half price shakes for everyone, but that's 20 goals.
20 goal season for Brian Rust. Yeah.
6th straight season of doing so.
Not bad.
Only one behind Jake Gensel. So for everyone who's saying Jake Gensel is so elite, you better put Brian Rust in that category. He's right there.
Yeah.
He's right there.
I think anyone who has their own milkshake is kind of elite for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And yeah, I mean, that empty netter was nice. Sidney Crosby gets 2 points on the night. He gets a beautiful goal assisted by Ricard Raquel, but also gets the assist on the empty netter. 2-point night. Sid is on a roll. He's scored in 4 games in a row. He hasn't had that streak since 2022. So those of you saying he's old, he's washed, he's not. I know it's only 4 games and we expect a little bit more, but point per game, he's a couple games ahead right now. So that's kind of cool. You love to see that by Sid. You love to see that by Ned, standing up, playing his game, proving that he can be a starter in the NHL. And something that me and Josh have been talking about as we've been noticing some things on Penguins Twitter where they say, Why aren't we playing Blomqvist? Why aren't we playing him? Why aren't we, if we called him up, why aren't we playing him? And I think people are a little confused on the situation. It's not that Blomqvist got called up to compete. It was that Jari got sent down as enough is enough. So don't think of Blomqvist as here to be the savior. It's Ned's goal now. It's Ned's net. It's him for the rest of the season, and he just proved it once again today. So don't think about, hey, why isn't Blomqvist playing? Blomqvist is going to get his reps. That's fine. He's the goalie of the future for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Maybe Murashov is. Who knows? Who knows about that? He is ripping it up in the AHL right now, currently. But Nedeljkovic, it's his net right now, and he owned it tonight. He played good, just like Josh said. He is playing really well. The whole team was buzzing for 60 minutes for the first time. They were physical. They were out there finishing checks, getting into fights with goalies. Sid, look, the puck was loose. Sid was whacking. He thought the puck was loose. He reached in. Yeah, did Saros have his glove on it? Absolutely. But guess what? He's a goal scorer. He's going to try to do that. Hey, goalie, your job is to put your job is to cover the puck. I get why Saros is frustrated, but Sid has absolutely, every right to say, hey, shut up. Like, hey, I am doing my job. Shut up. And here's the thing that if you missed our episode with Jay Caulfield, you could go watch it on our YouTube or everywhere you find your favorite podcasts. One of the things that he mentioned is that there is no guy on the Pittsburgh Penguins currently that's going to defend Sid. Listen, that is Sidney Crosby. He got roughhoused by 4 Nashville Predators when that stuff happened. Where was one Penguin player? Nowhere. And that was a little thing that, hey, that frustrated me. That's Sidney Crosby. You go out there and you defend him. I don't care what it is. You go out there and you defend him. I don't care if he even is in the wrong. You go up there and you start pushing guys around. Don't care if they deserve it. Push them. Saros, Ned should have been all the way down and been like, let's go.
Wasn't there was a little tussle, though. If I remember correctly, it was Crosby gave a little straight jab to
Saros.
To Saros's chin, and then not behind the net, but behind where Crosby was before he got pushed again.
No,
there was a little tussle.
Yeah, with O'Reilly.
No one went
Sid.
after Soros. Yeah, no one went after Soros.
But no one went after O'Reilly, who went after Sid.
Well, no, at that point it was everyone grab a man. So O'Reilly.
But I don't think there was anyone there.
There was.
I saw the replay, and I didn't see enough Penguins coming to his defense. Yeah, I know, but this is more than just grab a guy. This is defending Sid.
That's fair.
So you're going up, and you know what you do? You grab him like this. Or so pretend my head is someone else's, and this is my arm. I'm grabbing O'Reilly and ripping him away from Sid. That's what I'm doing. That's what you don't let anyone touch Sid. Even Saros. Saros, Ned should have been down there pulling a mark on Jay Fleury, saying, "Let's go." Let's try to get up. Let's get going. But anyway, I'm on a rant too much with that. But the Penguins look good, Josh. The Penguins absolutely played well.
Yeah.
Passing the puck well. Not a lot of turnovers. Yeah, there was some iffy points later in the third and then in the second. But the Penguins continued to play well. They didn't let up. And then to your point, Josh, what you've always been saying is, hey, there's still time on that clock. Shoot the puck. There's still time on that clock. Get into the zone. And they did that after the empty net.
Yes.
They were in the zone setting up plays. You must have liked that.
Well, I liked it even earlier because, to be honest, went into the second intermission thinking, okay, third period, they're just going to, it's time to be on the heels, be defensive.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming, and it started the third period that way. But then there was a shift Uh, I want to say it started with the fourth line with Nieto, no, Achari, Imama, and those guys. They brought the puck in.
Glass.
They kind of killed a little time. Lizotte. They killed a little time, and then it brought in Crosby. Crosby and his line there had the puck in the zone for like a minute, and then it was Bunting and Glass and Heinen
Lizotte,
who then had it. Yep, it was then Glass, Bunting, and Heinen who had the puck in the zone for another minute. It was like almost 3 straight minutes we had it in their zone. Just no real actual scoring chances, no actual, production, but the keeping the puck away from them, battling up against the boards. It was huge, because that's like, I'm fine with that if we have the lead and we're playing that way, because then like you're essentially killing time. But don't just hold the puck. Like that's where I get annoyed. They were still like you talked about, crisp with the passes, actually shooting the puck. So it was nice to see that from like, I don't know, maybe it was like the 10-minute mark, maybe 15-minute mark. Just on. They put the pressure back on, and same thing like you were saying, when they pulled the goalie, I was like, okay, they're just gonna sit in the zone for 2 minutes and just block shots and do whatever they need to do. But no, it was nice to try to see them actually kind of not take half-hearted attempts from the defensive zone, just like launching it over, but like actually like kind of bring it into a neutral zone. I think they tried twice, once before the actual goal. So
right.
Hey, I got nothing to complain about tonight. Tonight was a game where it's actually like, if this was a month ago, I'd be like, yes, we are back.
We're
in
making
the playoff
the
hunt. But I still need some more convincing. I can't. We haven't been on in like 2 weeks, so for those of you that haven't joined the Discord chats during the West Coast games, I'm out on the playoffs. I do not think that the Penguins are going to make it. I have changed my tune on that. If you listen to the episode,
how'd you change your tune, Josh?
I was going to say, if you listen to the episode with Jay Caulfield, the way he broke it down on what the Penguins need to do in order to get to the playoffs, I mean, that is a steep climb that I do not think that they are going to get out of. I mean, I looked at it. I have it pulled up, the standings. Coming into tonight, they were at 50 points, and the second wild card was at 58. So that's 4 games already that we have to make up, and we have the most games played, or tied most games played with the Boston Bruins at 54. Everyone else is somewhere around 50, 51. So everyone's got games in hand against us. I mean, let's just say, that's another 2 points there. So that's 5 games we got to make up. That I don't see how that's going to happen. I understand that I think most of this month, most of February is the Metropolitan that we're playing, but it's that ship has sailed for these boys, unfortunately. No matter what Dubas says.
And speaking of what Dubas says and how the ship has sailed, action came with that mindset. January 31st, Josh, 11:30.
Yeah, I was out hard.
I was in bed, about to go to bed. The light just went off, and all of a sudden, notification. We have acquired... Oh, what? What is going on? Click on it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. I should be a little more truthful, Josh. It was 10 minutes earlier, before the trade. I got a notification from Elliot Friedman saying the Vancouver Canucks are trading for Marcus Pettersson. Whoa, that's big news. So I'm just thinking it's Marcus Pettersson, and that is it. Now I'm doing digging, Josh. I'm looking at every single person on Twitter who's got what scoop. Then I find out it's for a first-round draft pick and a defenseman, Desharnais. How do you say it?
Desharnais.
Desharnais. Sorry, Desharnais. So I saw first round draft pick and Desharnais. Wow. What? Hey, that's a good haul for Marcus Pettersson. That's what I thought. Then all of a sudden, the trade came in at 11:30, around 11:40. We got the full details. The Vancouver Canucks acquire. Here's the official breakdown, Josh.
Yeah,
Let's
for it.
pull it up.
I got it if you need it.
Josh, get out of town. Get out of town. I have it right here. Don't worry about it. The official trade.
Right.
The Vancouver Canucks receive defenseman Marcus Pettersson and forward Drew O'Connor for a first-round draft pick. Vincent Desharnais. Welcome back, Danton Heinen. Now, Desharnais is a defenseman, and Heinen is a forward. They all both played tonight. Heinen rocking the same number he did when he was here previously. And
Looked good.
he looked pretty good. He looked good out there. He was flying.
Yeah.
But listen, Heinen has not been scoring. He has 18 points in the last 50 games, so nothing crazy. That's a Pittsburgh Penguin if I haven't ever seen it. You know, that's the points of a Pittsburgh Penguin. And then we got a young prospect, Melvin Fernstrom, who's a forward.
Very young.
So
Very young.
very young. Very young. But that is the whole thing that Kyle Dubas has been going for. And it wasn't until today's press conference earlier today where he said, yeah, this team's getting a whole lot younger right now. And everyone goes, does that mean all the old guys are getting out of town? And he goes, yeah, I've been getting a lot of phone calls on old guys. On all the old guys on the roster, getting a lot of phone calls now. Yeah. Anyway, I think Wilkes-Barre could win a cup. And everyone's like, whoa, stop. What would you say? You just said that old guys are getting a lot of phone calls? What does that mean? And he goes, moving past it, Wilkes-Barre's looking really good this year. And this is what I hate about, like, the Pittsburgh media. I didn't see the whole thing, but no one really pressed them on what the heck that meant. You know? Hey, I've been getting a lot of calls on the veterans. Okay, like who? Yeah. I mean, we're getting younger. We're getting younger, and that's what it's going to look like. And, Josh, when this trade came up.
That's why, to be honest, I think Dubas needs to take a page out of President Trump's playbook and open up the media. We need to open up the media. We'll put in our application. Hey.
That's right.
What do you think? Couple stooges. We can ask the questions. Because, honestly, you're so right. Someone should have been, the moment he said, yeah, we've been getting, due to the increase in the projected salary cap for the, next few years.
The next year.
Some more phone calls on the older guys.
Some veterans.
Should have been like, who?
And
if he doesn't say.
Can you clarify on that, sir?
Yeah. Further clarification. A forward, a defenseman, like where are we looking?
A defenseman?
Where are we looking?
Are we retaining any of that contract from that massive contract on the D-line? But then he's going to pull a Trump and go, nah, get him out of here. Nope, get him out. Nope. Fake news.
Yeah.
Per Taylor Haas. Nope. Fake news. Get her out. That's what Dubas is going to start doing if we start showing up and being like, Dubas, what do you mean by that? And he's like, get these guys out of here. But anyway, no one really pressures him. Maybe that's why he held a press conference. He knew no one would care. But what Pittsburgh media does, especially in the hockey world, is they take all his quotes and then create a massive article on speculation. And I'm like, do the speculating with Dubas there. There's only like 12. There's only like 10 of you in that room. Just be like, hey Taylor, hey Kongursky, can you comment down? Hey, quick question. Who are you moving on from? who are you moving? That's what I would ask. I'd be like, Mr. Dubas, hey, right over here. You just said something. No one spoke up. You're looking to move a veteran. Could you tell me who that is? No. Okay, but all the veterans or just a couple of veterans? That's what I mean. Is Sid still off the table? He sounds like he doesn't want to go anywhere. Would you trade him even if he doesn't want to go anywhere? These are the questions we'd ask, Josh.
Yeah. That's what I mean. If he wants to open the doors, we'll put in the
Josh, we got connections now. We got Jake Caulfield. We got
hit up
Josh Getzoff. I think it's Josh, actually. Josh Getzoff. Hey, Josh, get us in this room. You have these one-on-ones with him every single month.
Yeah, he needs to start asking some harder questions, too. We got to message him. Come on.
Well, dude. I'm sure it's not up to him. I'm sure he's walking into that room.
I'm sure.
And then they're like, don't press. Especially with the whole Crosby thing. You traded away Crosby. No. Anyway, Josh, big trade. When that trade came in, my first gut reaction, Dubas got fleeced. Here's why. Here's why I somewhat still believe that. It's a conditional first, which means we might not get it this year. We may get it the following year. It's still a first. I am aware, but we don't know when we're getting it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If the whole goal is to get younger now, we may need it this time than next time. Unless we're using that pick to flip to make a trade, which is what a lot of people have come to the conclusion. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's continue with the trade. We get Danton Heinen.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that felt like a throw-in. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he used to play for Pittsburgh. Just throw him in. You know what I'm saying? That's what it felt like. I felt like the main trade was Marcus Pettersson, first-round draft pick, Desharnais. That's what I felt was the real trade. I think the O'Connor part was Heinen and the prospect Fernstrom. That's what I think that was. So when I think about it like that, I'm like, was O'Connor really worth it to get rid of?
Yeah.
For Danton Heinen and a prospect? I feel like maybe we could have workshopped that a little bit better. Now, granted, I said on this podcast, I do not think we were going to get a first-round draft pick for Marcus Pettersson and another guy who's NHL ready. I was wrong. I'll say it here. I was wrong. I did not think that, but it happened. Desharnais, NHL ready, played tonight. We got a first-round draft pick, whether it's this year or next year, we still got one. I am wrong. Marcus Pettersson was that good. Teams did not bluff us, I guess, is the way I phrase it. Because I said we would be so desperate that they would fleece us at the end. Anyway, back to my original thought. When I see this, I'm like, I do not know if Dubas won this trade. I don't know if he won this trade. So then I go on X because everyone, Josh, of course, is talking about this trade. And everyone seems to love it. Everyone seems to think Kyle Dubas just straight up fleeced Jim Rutherford. And I'm like, really? So I'm doing a little more research. You find out Dan Heinen, he got 18 points in 50 games. Okay. Desharnais, good guy, massive guy. Cool. He's a good bottom pairing defenseman. All right. Awesome. Then you see Fernstrom, which is great. He's a prospect. Dubas loves his prospects. So, okay, great. The first round pick, I think, is everyone. They said, I saw a couple tweets, that the first round draft pick was worth the entire trade. And I'm like, I guess that's true. Because if you get the first round draft pick, you're putting back into the prospect pool. You're getting some young guys. That's exactly what the Penguins need, is some young talent in there. to get the job done to get back into the playoffs. So I'm still on the fence. I still liked Drew O'Connor. I understood Marcus Pettersson was gone, Josh. I understood he was gone. I knew he was out the door. But O'Connor, I feel like he's one of those guys it's going to bite us in the butt. I'm not talking about how the trade is going to bite us in the butt. O'Connor is like going to produce in Vancouver. And we're going to see that, and we're going to be like, if only we had a system where a young guy who could play in any line would produce. I was thinking about that this morning. I was like, I really wanted to keep O'Connor because he is a young player who just needs the right system, and I think he is a phenomenal hockey player. He had flashes of it. I think he's one of those guys. We'll never know. We did just trade him away, so it looks like he'll never get that opportunity. Someone did mention in our Discord, Josh, that he had 3 years to produce, and he did not.
Yeah. All right.
But my argument with that, last thing, and then it's yours because you're the GM mind behind all this. My last response is the whole entire roster hasn't been producing for the last 3 years, so you can't really blame Doc for that. Okay. Okay. Joshua, take it away. Your thoughts on the trade.
All right. Just quick throw up comment. Ali from X/Twitter. I think I don't think Louie is comparing O'Connor to McCann. I think he's just saying that he is just going to be one of those guys that we look back on and kind of say, why didn't we get that out of him while he was in Pittsburgh? Kind of like Michael Granlund. I think that would be a better comparison. Sure. See how he produced in San Jose after we traded him away when he didn't do anything for us. So I think that would be a better comparison than McCann, because McCann was a legit,
that was devastating. That was devastating.
He produced for us, and then when we left, he became a star. So we just hope that O'Connor doesn't become a star. I don't think he will, but it's more of like a Michael Granlund type situation. So
I'm not saying a superstar who's going to lead a new franchise, but I think it might be like, it's going to be one of those things really quick, and then sorry, you could go, is when the Vancouver Canucks are winning, and you'll see that he's the third point leader on the team. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's an all-star. I'm just saying he's a guy who's producing, and you're gonna be like, mother, why didn't you do that for us? That's all I'm saying.
Phil Tomasino. He's a Phil Tomasino.
Yeah.
He'll be a Phil Tomasino. Yep.
He'll be an older Tomasino. Go ahead. Trades.
This is
trades.
Like I said, I was asleep at the time of the trade. But when I woke up and got all the details, like you, I broke down the trade. Because I was thinking Marcus Pettersson and the first round pick and the prospect, I think, was the core of the trade. So I think that was what was needed. And based off of everything that Dubas was saying, was that Vancouver didn't want to give up a first round pick until they obtained that first round pick when they traded JT Miller to the New York Rangers. So that first round pick is technically the New York Rangers first round pick that is top 13 protected. Meaning if the Rangers finish in the top 13 of the, if they get a top 13 pick after the lottery, then that pick goes back to New York. But if they fall outside of the top 13, we get to keep that pick. Now, the other thing I wasn't familiar with these conditions, if the condition is met, then if they finish in the top 13, yes, they get this year's first round back, but the 2026 first round pick that we would get is not protected at all. So they can
So
absolutely
we'll get it
tank.
regardless.
We'll get it regardless. So they can tank next year, end up with the worst record, and that would be our pick. Or it could also backfire and they could be the best team and, we get the last pick. Either way.
Yeah.
But when I saw the other pieces of the trade, I went even further. The prospect, he's 18 years old. He's not even in, the farm system yet. So he's kind of like a Brunick that, everyone fell in love with. And I guess I saw a quote from Dubas that Dubas was scouting this guy hard in last offseason. He wanted this guy in the draft. So this was a guy that he already knew. So it is what it is. So I think those were the two. I mean, Dubas has said that he wanted a first-round pick for Marcus Pettersson. So he got it. He waited for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Got it. He wanted that prospect because he was scouting him in the offseason. He got it. So now it was, I think this is where it becomes gravy because Drew O'Connor is an expiring contract. He's not going to come back. Based off of the comments that Dubas made, he sat down with both of them. I'm assuming individually, not together.
Yeah, not together.
But he sat down with both of them. Yeah, that would be weird. And said that,
hey guys,
we're not going to have contract negotiations during the season. We're going to see how the season goes, and then we'll go from there. I think Dubas made the smart decision. Drew O'Connor is not producing. Would you offer him a contract based off of this season? No. Okay. What can you get for him? And I don't think he had any bites. And in order to get more from Vancouver, he threw in Drew O'Connor. And I agree, Dan Heinen and Vinny Desharnais may be just throw-ins, but what I like about them is the fact that, yes, they are NHL ready and they both have playoff experience, but they're not rentals. We have them both for another year. And then the cherry on top is, remember, everyone is trading for these expensive veterans because what's happening next year and the year after that and the year after that? Cap goes up. And what did we say about Jari's contract 2 years ago when he signed it? That in 5 years, it's going to look like a bench warmer's contract.
Yeah.
Well, guess what these contracts are? Even cheaper than that.
Contracts, yeah.
They are $2 million contracts.
Yeah.
So you get them on the books for nothing practically for next year. Practically the new league minimum. It's going to be a new league minimum next year. So we got them for nothing. And then Brandon has mentioned it a couple times in the chat. Both guys, because they are NHL ready, have the experience, have produced in the past, cheap contracts. Guess who's going to be calling next season at the deadline or the off season? They could be trade bait as well.
Yeah, I think that's actually what Heinen is. I mean, I don't hate Heinen, but I do feel bad for the guy because he's just been trade bait his entire career. Sounds like.
Yeah.
I mean, and that sucks. I'm sure he's not a fan of it. At least he's coming back to a system he knows. But I think Brandon is right. If Heinen puts up like 10 goals, he could be flipped. And I think he will.
It should just be 10 points.
Yeah, 10 points, whatever.
He'll be fine.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. Like, we saw one game of Desharnais. Listen, any defenseman is going to be fine in this system. Why? Because they get away with so much crap defensively.
Yeah.
Desharnais looked amazing tonight. It's just like he looked amazing for our standard of defense. So,
yeah, and don't forget too, the guy that everyone hates, Ryan Graves.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry.
His contract is now tradable. The contract that we thought that was not tradable is now tradable because of this news in terms of the salary cap, and we are still waiting.
That's true.
I shouldn't say waiting, but we have Owen Pickering, who has shown that he can play at the NHL level. So
AHL All-Star.
AHL All-Star, yep, correct. Shout out Owen Pickering, very nice. But he can easily just be called up and take the spot for Ryan Graves if he gets dealt, or Matt Grzelcyk on an expiring contract. He could be dealt
And
as
we have
well.
Shea in the wings. Continue.
And Ryan Shea, great call. I mean, probably not my first choice. I'd rather have Owen Pickering, but
I know, but he's there. He's just there.
He's there.
He's
there.
he's in his suit every single game. Like, he's there. So
Yeah.
I know no one wants him. He's not trade bait. But I'm saying, like, anyone could fill that spot, like Ryan Shea, who's been waiting for someone to get moved. Anyway, go ahead.
Especially if we're going to be doing the tank. I mean, don't tell Sidney Crosby. You know, he's going to do everything he can to, get us back-to-back wins and fight a goalie if he has to. But that's the type of competitor he is. I'm sure Dubas loves it and hates it at the same time. But I think Dubas is really, he's cooking. And I think he's in his bag right now. I think he's in his bag right now because he looks at these draft picks and he probably goes to bed. He goes to bed confident because you can go so many different ways. You want to sit put and draft with those draft picks. Great. You want to move up in the draft. You want to move back in the draft. You want to trade those draft picks. You can do whatever you want now. You're not handcuffed. That's the thing.
Do you think the goal is to get the first round draft pick this year?
You mean the first overall pick?
Yeah, sorry. Did I just say first round? Yeah, the first overall pick. Because we were talking about that guy who's available, who everyone
now according to the rankings or whatever, there's like 3 guys now that can be, the first overall pick. So I think he wants to be in striking range of getting a star. So top 10
star.
Yeah, so I think top 10 he wants to be. Because I think these next 2 drafts, based off of what I'm reading, there isn't a guy.
Yeah, there's not like a McDavid or a Crosby. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like we're not going to, try to, race to get the first pick. So I think he's trying to just stay in that top 10 range where he can strike, where if, let's say something happens where people start reaching and they start taking the guys that Dubas wanted that he thought were going to be there, he can now jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can now say, okay, I'm at 9, but the guy I want looks like he's going to be gone at 5. Okay, boom, I'll package you one of the 4 second round picks that I have with my pick. We can go. Let's go get it.
Yeah.
So
it's more from shooting from the hip, this draft.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. It's not so much shooting from the hip, but just having the ammunition to move, to be flexible, to be open, and I mean, I think that'll be the key. I think that'll be the key is the flexibility because I'm looking at these contracts. A lot of them, we have a lot of guys coming back next year. We don't have a lot of pending free agents. So that's why I'm super curious as to how the trade deadline plays out, what he does with Wilkes-Barre, because we have talked about it. Dubas has talked about it. If I'm going to pull up his quote real quick on Wilkes-Barre.
Josh, you do it right now. But we were right that entire time. People laughed at us. Josh.
Yeah, and I'll let you finish with that point. But someone asked if there will be more opportunities for Wilkes-Barre players who are having strong seasons, and I'm going to read his quote. I think what we would like to do with the players from Wilkes is they've really built a strong thing going on down there in terms of their performance, right, night in and night out. I like the way they respond when things don't go well. And obviously, I think it's been really pushed, especially of late, by the younger players that we've brought in here, drafted, acquired, or were here before before that have really come on. So I think what we want to do with those players is when they earn the opportunity to come up, to not just play for a weekend, but play for a prolonged stretch. Once they earn it, we're not going to deny them that opportunity. That end right there, I think, is huge. Because I put it in the Discord. I think it was Kara who was asking about why don't we call up some guys from Wilkes-Barre? And I said, wait until the post trade deadline, and then call up the guys as a in season tryout. Have them there because we'll know if we're in or out by the trade deadline. I mean,
we'll definitely know.
Yeah,
we'll know probably right before then.
Yeah, we'll probably have a better idea of where we're picking in the draft by the trade deadline.
Yeah.
So at that point, have these guys come up. I mean, I'm not saying we call up 7 guys, but I mean 3 guys. Call them up, see what we're working with, and then if they stick, they stick. Great. Now we know what the future is going to look like. True. But I it's also kind of goes in hand with what you want to talk about. They may not want to give those guys up to Pittsburgh because they're playing so well right now.
Yeah, and I think what I just heard from Kyle Dubas was when they earn it is when they win the Calder Cup. I don't think we're going to see maybe 1 or 2 from Wilkes-Barre, but it's not going to be the guys that you think. They brought up Mama. For what? We were thinking, it was just as a placeholder. Mama wasn't putting up points in Wilkes-Barre. He was just a rough guy that we brought up to fill in on the 4th line. I honestly believe that they are trying to win a Calder Cup this year. And that is the MO of Kyle Dubas. He did the same exact thing when he took lead in Toronto. He helped build the Marlies. And guess who won the Calder Cup that first year? The Marlies. Because Dubas put in all the work to build the young guys. Now, I'm not saying that's his only purpose, like he's ignoring Pittsburgh for this. No, that's not what he's saying. But we joked early in the beginning of the season with all the young guys, Josh, that we said, is Dubas just secretly trying to win a Calder Cup and not a Stanley Cup this year? I think we were on to something because that is exactly what he kind of just said. Oh, the things that they're cooking down in Wilkes-Barre, they're doing great down in Wilkes-Barre. Yeah, it's almost like you planned that. It's almost like you and Spezza were doing that. Like, we got it. And they put up Rucker, and they had him do like a weekend tryout. There was a couple games, and then all of a sudden he wasn't in the roster, and then they sent him back down. I don't think we'll see Rutger McGroarty for the rest of the season. I don't think we'll see. I think this was the bat signal for the Penguins fans. This trade was the bat signal for the Penguins fans. The season is over. We know we're not making the playoffs, so don't freak out. We're going to try to find a way to get these heavy contracts out of the way. We're making room for young talent, but right now, let the young talent marinate in Wilkes-Barre. Let them play well. Hey, it's almost like you're building chemistry between all those young talent in Wilkes-Barre as they win a championship, and then they could bring that championship pedigree to the bottom 3 lines of Pittsburgh. It's almost like that's what the whole goal is to build some chemistry and to build some of that Gensel, Rust, Kuhnackel, Sherry kind of bonding that we had in 2016 and 2017. So I think that's the key. That's the success you want to see. And that's kind of going back to my old points, is bringing up some young guys and starting planning for the future. Yeah, I just think it's I don't think we'll see Rucker. I don't think we'll see who was the guy who got a hat trick against.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, there's two guys who are lighting it up right now. So it's
say
it's
it.
Ville Koivunen
Oh, Max
and Vasily Ponomarov.
Yeah, we're not seeing them.
Yeah.
Because he just said, I'm not pulling him up for a weekend. Okay, well, it's February. The season ends in April. So
Yeah.
no one's getting a weekend shot anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? If he's saying no one's getting a weekend shot, there's only 3 months left in the season. I don't think we're seeing anyone stick around until the end of the season. I think a lot of guys in Wilkes-Barre, they are trying to push. And was this a secret hand-in-hand to get Jari down there? And he's also playing decent with Murashov and Larson. I mean, it's a goalie tandem down there. Say what you want about Jari not producing at the NHL level. He's going to produce at the AHL level.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like you have 3 strong goaltenders right now in Wilkes-Barre. You have a competent defense. You have these goal scorers that are leading the NHL, like Kuvanen, all rookies in the entire AHL. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins have the best shot to win a Calder Cup this year. That is why we haven't been seeing Rucker. That's the reason why we haven't seen Koivunen or Ponomarev or any of those guys, even though they're producing.
Bemstrom is third in the entire AHL in points.
That's a stupid stat. Anyway, all I'm saying is those like Emil Benstrom producing like that is stupid. Anyway, I'm not saying that he's not good, but he wasn't good at the NHL level, but he's crushing it in Wilkes-Barre. But what I'm saying is these guys have an opportunity here to win a Calder Cup. May I add, the first Calder Cup in franchise history. So I don't think Dubas is going to pass on that. You good?
No. Yeah, no, I think I got children.
Oh, it's okay. We'll wrap up.
But
we'll wrap up.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
think.
No, you're fine.
Good.
I just was gonna say I agree. I think he's not going to pass up winning a cup, whether it's the Calder or Stanley. So if he knows he's out of the Stanley Cup race, then let's go with
Wilkes-Barre.
Next in line, Calder.
Yeah,
Cup.
Wheeling's doing
because
well too.
It is great.
Wheeling's doing well too. I think so.
Absolutely, they were doing even better when Murashov was down there.
Murashov was a brick wall down there
good.
for him. So
yeah, I know. It's the Patrick Waugh,
dude.
The ECHL.
What a pickup! Remember, we all laughed like, "Oh, this Russian guy we picked up for the camp," and we were like, "Oh yeah, cool." All of a sudden, he was the star. With him and Brunick were the stars of camp. Murashov, this Russian guy, and Brunick, this young defenseman. Man, we're gonna be so. And then obviously none of them worked out. Murashov got sent to Wheeling, and Wheeling is doing phenomenal. Now Wilkes-Barre's doing even better. Yeah. Josh, maybe we should cover the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins playoff push after the Penguins season is up.
I'm down.
I think that's what we should do.
I'm going to try to go to it. I'm going to try to go
Josh,
to a game.
Whiteouts?
I have to go.
Josh,
to
make
one.
it a whiteout.
I don't think they're doing
Josh,
whiteouts.
they haven't done whiteouts since 2007. So yeah, well, that's probably not true.
Yeah, because they changed the home and away jerseys.
After Christmas, they go to dark homes. It's a weird benchmark, but
no. I think they're light at home now.
No, I thought they start light in the beginning of the season, and dark. Or have they made the decision to go white all year? Hey,
I'll tell you real quick.
Look it up, Josh.
They were away tonight.
Oh.
Okay, no, because I'm looking at the pictures from tonight's game.
Is it white, Josh?
So,
interesting.
It was white. Yeah, and they won 3-2.
Yeah, Josh, Wheeling is number 3 in the conference, Josh.
Yeah.
They are number
Here, I'll
4
tell you
in the
where.
ECHL. Wheeling is having a phenomenal season. Wilkes-Barre's having a phenomenal season. It's literally the National Hockey League that they can't win games, and it's annoying. But this is the best year. My dog and cat is literally fighting to the death right next to me. I'm sure you guys can hear it.
Fighting to the death.
But stop it. This is the problem with live. Hey, stop.
Yeah. Wilkes-Barre is 4th in the
league.
Atlantic Division. No, 4th in the Atlantic.
Yeah, but the
Division.
Atlantic Division is like phenomenal because of the Hershey Bears and
Yeah. Well, and you got the Providence Bruins and the Charlotte Checkers
yeah.
all ahead of them.
It,
But they're right there. They're right.
I like
within
to go with the
striking
league
range.
just
Hershey has six games in hand.
Josh.
So
yeah, we're number 11
Oh no,
in the
we
league.
have 6 games.
We're number
yeah.
11 in the league. We're making the playoffs. Josh is gone.
It's crazy.
But you were frozen. You were frozen?
I'm gone?
No. You're like very pixelated. Like you're shooting on a Samsung right now.
Still?
Yeah. Hate to all the Samsungs out there. Wilkes has so many games in hand, though. Yeah, I understand that, but like
6 of
dude,
them.
Wilkes is gonna. I think. First of all, it's Wilkes-Barre. Let's stop calling him Wilkes. Okay. It's Wilkes-Barre. It's only if you add on.
No one's got time.
Well, I hate to break it to you. You got another word there. You know, it's Wilkes-Barre Scranton. All right.
Yeah.
Which is one of the downfalls for the hockey team because they introduced this third jersey this year where it's the reverse retro, it's white, and it has penguins going down. You would think it's great. They should have done Wilkes-Barre Scranton, but you would have to go off the jersey. Or you have little
You'd
letters.
have to do like two.
yeah. Wilkes-Barre Scranton. But if you did like little tiny letters, like Wilkes-Barre, and then like it ends right here, and then Scranton. Like that's how wild. Or they should have just done. I like when they did the 1980 Miracle.
WBS.
Yeah, Wilkes-Barre Scranton. I think that's sick. I think they need to work out a logo where it's WBS. Is there an app that gives updates about minor league teams? The AHL app and the ECHL app. They give you updates. And I'm not being sarcastic. I'm really not. That's the one I do.
Yeah.
I get updates for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins games. Wilkes-Barre or Barry. I like to interchange them. There's 3 of them. Are you ready? There was a shirt that I loved. It's Wilkes-Barre, like the animal. Wilkes-Barre, like the fruit. Or Wilkes-Bar, like alcohol bar. And those
Like
are your 3 pronunciations that you get to choose from. But if you're going to ask the normal person, it's Wilkes-Barre. Wilkes-Barre Scranton.
Yeah.
But Scranton is you got to say like that. Josh, how do you pronounce it? Scranton.
Wilkes-Barre Scranton.
Yeah. See, it's Scranton. Do you hear how I said that? Scranton. Not
Yeah.
Scranton.
But there's
Scranton.
also a lot of people here. It's even worse.
There you go, Scranton.
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 Yeah, but it's Scranton.
Scranton.
Scranton. Plebs? I don't know what that is. What does that mean?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what that means, Maximus.
I didn't know what it meant, so I didn't want to say
I don't
it.
know if it's like yeah, he's calling us a bad word. Yeah, but Wilkes-Barre Scranton, they're doing great. I always go on like Mercari or eBay looking at jerseys, Josh, and there's been a lot of Wheeling jerseys, and I'm like, should I pick one up? They have they did a awesome Pittsburgh Steelers throwback jersey. They had the Wheeling logo, but they had the stripes of the Steelers. It's crazy. No, they don't. Hey, they don't talk about. Yeah, like Brandon. I'll throw the chat up. That's like a mix of Pittsburgh and northeastern
Yeah, it is.
Pennsylvania.
I think that's why I did it.
Downtown Scranton. they're not as bad. Pittsburgh
Downtown
people
Scranton.
are bad. It's really bad.
Yeah.
It's almost like a disease.
Well, I mean, here in the valley, because we're very mountainous
the
here.
valley.
But in the valley, it's 1-2 tree.
Oh, it's 1-2 tree. That's right.
Where do you think? Yeah, Dunmore and Troop.
Yeah.
Is it Troop or is it Throop?
Well, yeah. We got a whole city named after.
But when you
a
hear them
football
count,
player. What's the guy? What's it?
yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Jim Thorpe. No, but we don't. We don't. Jim Thorpe has a whole city named after himself.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying.
The city of Jim Thorpe.
Well, I'm saying Pennsylvania, northeastern Pennsylvania, has a city named after a football. That's why I meant we.
Oh.
Like, Nepa, we, not me anymore. I'm Danton. You're still up at tree, 1-2 tree, but
Is Jim Thorpe technically
Nepa, isn't it?
Nepa?
Don't. Who are you? It's Nepa. It's not Nepa. That's how you know people.
I don't know.
If somebody says it's Nepa, they just moved there. It's not. It's been Nepa for the entire. My mother was. Oh, hold on. Let me read your comments before you say anything, Maximus. My mother.
I think my son just fell out of his bed. Either that or someone's trying to get in my basement door. One or the other.
Sorry. You should probably go check. Here, let's wrap up the episode. We're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our takes on the trade. White flag wave for the Kyle Dubas. The pressure is all on Wilkes-Barre and Wheeling to win a championship. Can't wait to see that. Maybe, Josh, let's pull out some Wilkes-Barre gear. Let's get ready for the playoffs. Maybe we'll partner up with Did the Pens Win as he does the live for Wilkes-Barre sometimes. So maybe we'll do something like that.
Jim Thorpe is part of the Lehigh Valley region.
Oh, who the frick cares, Josh, about Lehigh Valley? Anyway.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's
They're
what I'm
the worst. What was I saying?
Oh, Maximus, thank you for your concern. I just heard my wife go upstairs. So appreciate it though.
I'm not a father, but well, no, here's the thing. Did I hear my son fall? Maybe. Is there crying? No. It's fine.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
I'm not a father.
Bingo. Not a father, but understands.
Because I'm like, would he be crying? Because if he was crying, you would have left. You would have left by now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm right below it, so I could hear it.
All right. Hey guys, thanks
Hence
for
why
watching.
it
We're
heard
back.
done.
We're back on this routine of after every single Penguins game, we go live. Join us. We have our episode out with Jay Caulfield. Make sure I read it and I'm moving past it. It's just you're a hot take, Ben Hailstone. Sorry, Pastor Ben Hailstone. That's a hot take. I think I've met you once. Like this, dude. Anyway, we have our we have. I know, Josh. Just don't. That's the second time he used that joke. That's the second time.
Did he? Oh, I missed the first time.
Ignored it. Really quickly, there was a. I know this is really bad. I was doing my outro. If you have a Ring camera, you're a part of this neighborhood app that notifies you like every 5 seconds.
Hate it.
Somebody on this.
Well, you're in a city, so yeah.
Someone said ice trucks are in downtown. So Trump is getting rid of a lot of people in downtown Pittsburgh. I'll see if it's a ghost town tomorrow, but we'll see. Yeah, somebody was like, "There's several ice trucks downtown," and I was like, How do I respond to that? Thanks. I'm good, but thanks. You know, like, I'm good. I'm solid. Thanks for the tip, though. Sorry. Josh, let's wrap up. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. Our interview with Jay Caulfield. Go watch it. It's a really good. We're not just saying it. It's a really good interview. Stop. It's a really good interview. It's a really good interview. And dude was awesome. So make sure you go watch it. Don't just like it, share the video. That really helps with the algorithm to put it out there for people. That video is blowing up, which is really cool to see. We have a lot of that. We have a lot of shares, a lot of likes. That's what we like to see. Keep it going. That's how we're getting more subscribers on YouTube. And that's the goal. The goal is to grow the YouTube, to grow the channel, to get more guests on that you guys can really enjoy. That is the whole goal. So go watch it, go like it, go share it. We appreciate that. You can find us on all major social media platforms at Pens Collective. Make sure you give us a follow. We've reached 300 followers on Twitter. Now we're trying to hit 400. So let's keep on going. Let's keep building that.
250 on YouTube.
250 on YouTube. As soon as we get 250 subscribers on YouTube, we are giving a giveaway. We are giving a giveaway of a free TPC hat, a free TPC hoodie, and a Rogue Energy starter pack, which is 1 tub of Rogue Energy and a shaker. That is what you would be getting. So if you like that, if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe to the Penguins Collective on YouTube. We have a Discord. Last thing I'll hype up. We have a Discord. It is Discord/the Penguins Collective. We go live only for the first period on our West Coast trip. So that's why you didn't see us going live after those games. We were on Discord. So make sure you joined it. There are some things we do exclusively for Discord.
And tired.
And we do a lot of promotional stuff there as well. So join our Discord. Don't forget, we couldn't be able to do all these episodes without Rogue Energy. So make sure you go to rogueenergy.com/Pens Collective and use code TPC10 for 10% off your order. They're having some sales right now. If you like energy cans, like an energy drink you could get at the store, they're doing a buy one, get one. So make sure you go on rogueenergy.com/Pens Collective.
Missed that.
Yeah, they're $30. Buy one, get one. I'm getting 24 cans. Love that. Love that. Definitely go on that site. Use code TPC10 for 10% off. I know I'm not missing anything else. We appreciate you. We'll see you in the next game. Josh, last comments, and then do the outro.
Ooh. Last comments. I don't have any. I'm excited for Tuesday. Let's keep the ball rolling. We got 2 in a row. Crosby's got 4 in a row. I mean, we're not in the playoff hunt, but let's just stack these wins, boys.
Stack these wins.
Louie, as always.
Let's go back!
It's Crosby. Crosby on Trinity shot. Penguins win it!
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
We're a collective.
I'm in my zone. I woke up today, feeling brand new, nothing in my way. Sun gon' shine, yeah, it's here to stay. And I'm gonna say what I need to say. Hey, I'm feeling free. Everybody watch, I'm doing me. Go ahead and look, cause you gon' see that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing me, yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm in my zone.